My name is Dorothea Macon, and I am a member of Pep Nation, of the Pep Nation, and partner and friend. I um, attended Rufus King High School, what was um, actually Gospel and St. Marcus Lutheran Middle School. Those two middle schools, and I attended Victor Berger, which is on Third and Ring. It's now called, I think it's Martin Luther King Elementary School. So I started my life in Milwaukee on Second and Burleigh, running all the time. I could beat most of the kids, boys and girls, in foot races. And so when I got to high school, I decided that I would run track. I did play basketball and volleyball. I played volleyball in middle school, and I played volleyball in basketball in high school. But um, I lettered in track and field. So I did shot put and discus, although I only weighed about 128. And my best run was the open quarter, which is the 440 or 400 meters now. And I also anchored the mile relay. So that was really a fun time for me. High school was the best time I ever had. Um, I do recognize that I did just enough to get by. And so I struggled a little bit in college. I started at MATC, took a couple of classes, and transferred to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And it was kind of a cultural shock for me because Rufus King High School had less than 500 students the year that I graduated, and it was 100% African American population at that particular time of students. I was the last graduating class of 1978, which was a very long time ago. And again, like I said, I ended up going to school at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. There were 40,000 students at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and Black folks were just sprinkled in. There weren't many of us there at all out of the 40,000 students. So it was a different ball game. I had never taken an exam before, um, like a scheduled exam. We had tests, but we didn't have formal exams. And so going to the University of Wisconsin-Madison meant that I needed to work a little harder than what I had done in high school. So, but I don't want to make it real dreary. I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed my time in high school and also my time in college. I didn't run track in college. I wish I had. Truth be told, I was a little intimidated by one of the runners who was the best in the state. Her name was Pam Moore. And so I didn't run because I didn't want to be embarrassed. But at any rate, Wisconsin was really great after a while. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin and I taught at Harambe Community School, taught at MPS, taught at MATC, worked in recruitment. I've worked in hospitals, Mount Sinai, St. Michael's. So I've done a number of different things. I started off as when I graduated from high school, I was um, a secretary. And so it pays to know how to type. But being in sports, I think it taught me how to be a team player, how to work well with other people, how to be patient, understand that I can't win all the time, that I'm not always right, and that in everything that we do, we are competing or have competition. So just want to say to all of you students that are out there, you know, you got to make the best of life. Do your very best in school, and you'll be able to get scholarships and money. Um, People will help you. It's almost like the game of Captain May I. If you've ever played that game, there are always going to be people who will say no to you, but there will be people who will see that you are motivated to move forward and they'll help you along the way. Um, it's also good to ask for help. I have a bachelor's from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I have a master's from the University of Wisconsin Stout and a master's from Marquette University. I did not complete my PhD. I'm all but dissertation, and so that meant that I never completed the research to get the PhD. Education takes a lot, um, but it's really not that difficult. You just have to stick to it, and the world will reward you for those things that you stick to. Thank you for your attention. This is Dorothea Macon, Pep Nation.